asked that question quite a bit, and a lot of people say that we should be saying the things such as rankings don't matter, but the truth is they do matter. That's the only way we're going to make two nationals. You got to be on the top 6 in the region, and the men don't have an automatic qualification. So yes, rankings do matter, and I'll go on record to say that. But with that said and done, they don't matter too early. You know, it matters at the end of the year. So obviously we're already on the top 4, and that's where we want to stay for the rest of the year. But there's a long way ahead of us, and we need to be focused each game at a time. That's the way to look at it. It was a big win this past week against Montevallo. Montevallo being a team I figure will be on the top 6 towards the end of the year, and they are in our region. So we'll have that buffer in terms of having beaten them, and you know, getting that win against King. These teams that possibly are the weaker teams in the region, if you don't beat them, then it comes back to haunt you. And now coming up Mars Hill, that's a huge game, because Mars Hill should also figure they were top 2 last week, and now I think they're 6, so that they won our spot. So these are all big games coming up. The women, they had a tough game against Columbus State. Columbus State at that point was number 2 in the region, and I had already predicted that they'd be number 1 by this week, and sure enough they are in top 4 in the nation. So that's a reality check. You know, sometimes you need to play those games to know where you stand as far as the big picture. But it's a game that, crazy as it sounds, it adds more points to lose to Columbus State than it did to beat USC Aiken. So that's how the mathematical equation works. But you know, we got to take care of our conference. We got to take care of our next few regional games, and eventually start putting the women on the top 10 in the region. The women have a little bit of a break from the standpoint that they don't need to be on the top 6 in the region if they win the conference. So we do have a different set of goals for the women. But it's a good assurance when they are in the top 6, because it puts a little less pressure when tournament time comes. So we're opening conference this weekend, and that's a big step for us, because in theory, Mars Hill is not the top team in the conference, so it's kind of a good progressive way to